A very pleasant, good day to all of you, ladies and gentlemen, and thanks for joining us on this joyous occasion as we celebrate the career of Meghan Duggan, who I'm sure you've seen announced formally her retirement today. She joins us today, and she'll be happy to take your questions here in just a minute. A career marked by nothing but success, as I'm sure you've read. Amazing that she captained 10 teams on the world stage for the United States, of course, culminating her career with an Olympic gold medal in 2018, and also remarkably helping our team win 7 gold medals in the IIHF Women's World Championship. And of course, go back to her collegiate days, led her team to the Frozen Four championship game, all 4 years, 3 national titles. What a spectacular career, and something exciting to celebrate today as we head into Girls Hockey Weekend ahead this weekend at USA Hockey. I want to bring in, to get us started, first of all, here today, Pat Kelleher, the Executive Director of USA Hockey. By the way, Dave Fisher here at USA Hockey headquarters, as is Pat. And Pat, I'd like to turn it over to you.
Thanks, Fish. Good morning, everyone. An incredible person we get to talk a lot about today. Meghan Duggan, her list of accomplishments are absolutely amazing to read. To finish her career with Team USA for USA Hockey with 7 straight gold medals in the World Championships, and to cap it off, most importantly, with our first gold medal in women's hockey in 20 years. Truly an incredible, amazing, whatever other adjective you want to put on a career for Meghan Duggan. I'll tell you 2 quick things. Number one, whenever I hear her name or whenever I think of her, I will always immediately go to the word leader. I think Meghan Duggan has been an incredible leader for our women's national team program for seems like forever, for her entire career. I think that's who she is as a person. And frankly, for me and for USA Hockey, I'm just very glad as she moves on to this next chapter of her life that she will stay and be a leader with us. She's on our board of directors. She's an athlete director for USA Hockey. So as much as we will not see her on the ice in one of our jerseys, I know we will see her not only in our boardroom, but our meetings. And again, being a leader for USA Hockey to help the next generation of boys and girls fall in love with hockey, play, and achieve the highest levels internationally that we possibly can have happen. The second thing is, in situations like these, I always think of not only the person, the player, the athlete, but also their families. People don't get to this spot in their lives without incredible support. And I've been fortunate to get to know her parents, Mary and Bob, over the years, and have been introduced to her brother and sister. And it comes from a special family to have a special person like this. So just want to make sure that the Duggan family is recognized there. And now obviously Meghan has started her own special family. So I know she's relishing her time with her wife Jillian, her son George. So the next chapters will certainly be different than the chapter that's closing from on the ice, but no doubt will be just as exciting for Meghan and for her impact on USA Hockey. So Meghan, on behalf of all of us, thank you for what you've already done for USA Hockey, and thank you for what I know you will continue to do for us in the future.
Thanks very much, Pat. Appreciate you being here, and also like to welcome in here this morning the Director of Women's National Team Programs for USA Hockey, Katie Million, for a few words. Katie?
Good morning, everyone. Well, it is certainly a bittersweet day for us here at USA Hockey and the women's national team. While we're extremely happy for Meghan as she transitions into this next chapter of her storied career, we will certainly miss her and the leadership she has provided this team for over a decade. Meghan and I haven't had the chance to work together for long, but I can tell you that her mark on this program has been made through her dedication, hard work, leadership, and certainly resiliency. While Meghan's incredible stats, accomplishments, and accolades speak for themselves, she has also been transformational in her efforts to promote the women's game and inspire countless young girls to pursue their career in hockey. I'm thrilled, as Pat said, to have the opportunity to continue working with Meghan on the board of directors and also with our women's national team advisory committee. I'm super excited for Meghan and what lies for her ahead in this next chapter. Meghan, on behalf of all of us on the women's national team, congratulations on an incredible career with USA Hockey, and thank you for all you've done and will continue to do for women in sport.
Awesome. Katie, Pat, Really appreciate you joining us today. We'll let you guys go. And to the news media, we're going to get to your questions here in just a minute. Just so you know, the protocol, we use the raise hand function, and then we'll open your mic and you'll be able to ask your question. We have always fun to have a few surprises, and I know Meghan was our captain of our 2018 team, and thought it would be fun maybe to hear from the current captain of the women's national team. And I know she wanted to have a few words here this morning, and hopefully Kendall, there she is. Look at her. I think she's at an ice rink. So Kendall Coyne, our current captain, nice to have you here, and the floor is yours.
Thank you, Fish, and thank you for having me, Meghan. You know, it's been an honor to be your teammate, to be your friend, will always be your friend, but sorry if you can hear me. I dressed up for the occasion. But honestly, I think, you know, the legacy that you leave on this program is so far greater than the accomplishments and the accolades we've all heard of what you've done on the ice. It's what you've done off the ice that is so important. And you have definitely left this game better than when you entered it, and you are going to continue to do so. And, you know, it's just been an honor and such a privilege to be your teammate. I've learned so much of what it takes to be a good leader. Obviously, you will never be replaced, but it has truly been an honor to be your teammate. And I think the one thing that I would leave everybody with is, while we've all seen what Meghan has accomplished on the ice, you know, it's so important to recognize what she's accomplished off the ice. And that's through her leadership skills, her voice, her strength, and her courage to fight for what's right and to leave this game better than when she entered it. And so for that, Meghan, thank you. And not only have you left the women's national team program in better shape and better hands, you've left this game in better shape and better hands. And I know you'll continue to do so through all of your efforts. And I can't wait to see George in a Team USA jersey one day.
Amen to that, Kendall. Well, Kendall, thanks for coming in. I know you're heading out to the ice, and thanks for being part of the celebration today. And get out there, and good luck on the ice today.
Thank you. Congratulations, Meghan.
Awesome to have Kendall Coyne. You know, from one captain to the next, you can't have an event like this without the captain of the very first gold medal team. And I know Cami Granado wanted to come on and join us today too. Cami, hopefully I got you in there. If you turn your video on and audio, we should have you. But thanks for being part of this today, and all yours.
I'm here, yeah. I just wanted to come on and congratulate you, Meghan. You've had an incredible career and all the amazing accomplishments that you've achieved along the way. I hope you know how much you've given to the program. I think as I've gotten to know you personally, what impressed me the most was your natural and powerful leadership skills. It was just evident from the minute I talked to you the first time. You really are a definition of a true leader, and you have so much to be proud of for that. There's this intangible ability that you carry, that you can have this ability to unify your team on and off the ice. And I think you showed such immense courage to make change in the sport, and that impact will last forever. And that alone is something to be so proud of. And you've had so much other things come your way. So I think, you know, I'm just really proud of you. The work ethic that you set was a standard for your team. You showed how it's done, and the rest followed. You know, all these qualities really do speak volumes of the character you have, and then the commitment to the game that you have. And I think, I know there's more to come for you in your hockey journey, but I hope you can take time to reflect on what you have done and know that that impact that you made will last forever, and feel really proud of what you've done so far.
Awesome, Cami.
Thanks, Cami.
Always. Great job.
Oh, awesome to have two gold medal captains here today. And Cami, thanks so much for taking the time to be with us today.
Wouldn't miss it, Fish.
Say hi to the family. Fun to had a couple of captains in here, and I thought it'd be fun. Meghan, we're going to get to you, promise. Fun to have somebody that's been on the coaching side. I know you've had so many great coaches over the course of your career, and we're going to welcome in someone that coached you in college and on the international stage, and another gold medalist himself. Really excited to have Coach Mark Johnson from Madison with us today. Mark, you should be promoted, be able to turn your video and audio on now. And thanks so much for being part of this today. And the floor is yours.
Thanks, Fish. I'm on. That's amazing. My computer skills aren't the greatest, but here we are. And certainly, some of the things that Pat and Katie and Kendall and Camby have talked about, I totally agree with all of them. Had a chance to talk with you about a week ago and express my feelings towards you, not only as a player, but as an individual, as a person. And as I reflect back on you and when I talk about you, a couple of things really come to mind is, to me, you're a fierce competitor. And I know at an early age, and you had Cammy on, I remember you telling the story as a youngster getting to watch the national team play. You decided right then that you were going to be an Olympian. And your competitiveness and your spirit and your ability to set goals and then actually go out and work extremely hard at attaining those goals is certainly part of who you are and what you represent and the character you have as an individual and as a person. And as I've told you in the past, all the wonderful things that you've done on the ice, we've got books and we've got history and we got records that you set and you got championships. But to me, that what really sticks out is your character and your leadership skills off the ice. And, as Kendall mentioned, you came into the game at a young age. You had a lot of success at a lot of different levels, and you left the game in a much better place than when you started in it. And I think the impact that you had on your teammates here at Wisconsin, and certainly the impact that you had on the players with the National Olympic team speak volumes for, who you are and what you represent and what you wanted to accomplish. And there was adversity, there were challenges, but yet you had the leadership and the quality and the skill set to challenge your teammates, bring your teammates along and get them to understand what it was to be a good teammate and get them to understand in believing in themselves. And you believed in yourselves and you got the ultimate reward for all the challenges and adversity you faced for many years in 2018 when they put that gold medal around your neck. And we have something in similarities. We have one thing that I happened in 1980, was fortunate enough to have a gold medal put around my neck wearing the uniform number 10 for the United States. You got that thrill and a long road to get there, but you had that honor of putting that gold medal around your neck in 2018, also wearing the number 10, representing your country. So congratulations to you, your family, and as everybody has said, I'm anxious to see what the next chapter brings. You turn the page and go into the next chapter. And so I wish the best for Jillian, for Charlie, and for your entire family. And congratulations not only on a wonderful career, but all the things that you've impacted and made women's hockey and certainly in a better place today than it's ever been. So congratulations and all the best to you.
Thanks, Coach. Thank you very much.
My pleasure. Thanks,
Mark,
Fish.
yeah, I really appreciate you taking the time to be on, and nice to see you, and have a great day. And I promise we're going to get to your questions, media. We got one other special surprise today, and someone that played on the women's national team, has been one of Meghan's best friends for a long time, and also one of the great dancers that I've seen over the course of time, and none other than Erica Lawler. And Erica, we should have promoted you so you can turn your video and audio on, hopefully. Let me try it again. Maybe I didn't do it very well. I'm going to try it again, Erica. Sorry. Let's see if it took that time. There we go.
I should be here now. Meghan, I do not know how you're holding it together. I am like dying over here, like crying. Mark gets on here. I'm like, no, my God, nostalgia's killing me right now. And I'm just like so proud of you. So I'm just feel overwhelmed with so many emotions right now. And you're just per usual over there, taking it like a champ. So brave and courageous and all of the amazing things that you are. I did not prepare a speech. I just figured I'd just sit here and trust myself with how I feel and look at you and tell you how proud I am. I'm gonna get emotional. That's just the way I am when I talk to you. And I hope you enjoy every second of this day. You deserve it. so much. You, just to think about us together. Back when I met you, when you were rolling up at Cushing Academy, I'm going to go for some comic relief here right now because I need it. When you pulled up in your Hooters t-shirt, and you're just a feminist before your time in that one. You're like way more advanced than I was. I can't wait to get George one of those t-shirts someday, just to remind him of you that day. But you were so nervous on your way to the campus that day at Cushing Academy. You pull up, you said you had to puke on the way there, but you roll up with your Hooters t-shirt, more proud than, and more confident than any kid I've ever seen, or any young girl I've ever seen in my life at that point. And I think that, that part of you has always been you, that like naive, confident, brave, I guess like just so determined, but also there you have this soft side to you that is so important, and you're so sensitive, just like me. And you and I have been there for emotional support our entire lives. And I'm just so proud of this day for you. I couldn't be more proud of the way that you have changed the game, for the way that you have conducted yourself throughout it. It's been so fun to watch you grow through every stage and every moment. Whether it was Cushing, the things that we thought were a big deal in high school, then, it turned into nothing the second we got to college. And then, being away from home together, and just the way that, the way that your family supported you, and they were my family too. I mean, if I talk about your family, it's a whole different level of emotions that I'll be opening up right now. But just to watch you grow and develop into the amazing human being that you are, and the things that you have done for this sport. You have left this game in such a better place than where we found it. And I mean, you and I both struggle with a lot of things that happen in the sports space, with sexism and all these things that we've had to deal with growing up. And I mean, I couldn't have gotten through that without you. And to see you grow, and the things that you have fought for after my time with the game, were all things that I needed as a kid growing up. I think my best friend was exactly that person that I needed to see when I was growing up. Cammie came on before this, and I started getting emotional with her too. I'm like, oh, you're going to bring Cammie onto this, Dave? I'm going to have star eyes for this, but there are so many more women now, and you are a huge part of that. And I love to know that my best friend is that person who is basically turned into the queen of ice hockey. And I couldn't have thought of a better person to do that. You are so brave. You are so inspiring. I think, like I said to start this, I didn't prepare a speech because I just trust myself when I'm in your presence, and I feel unconditional love and support. And that's how you make every single one of your teammates feel in that locker room. And that's exactly why you are the person and the leader that you are. And I cannot wait to see what you do from here on out in life. USA Hockey is going to miss the crap out of you. I'm glad that I don't have to miss you that much, because you're always in my life. But George is going to see one hell of a mom take on life, and he is so lucky. And I can't wait to get him in a Hooters t-shirt.
Oh, that is just awesome, Erica. Thank
you, Erica.
And
I love you.
Speaking of the queen of ice hockey, the floor is now yours, Meghan.
I don't know about that title, Fish, but thank you so much those are some very great surprises, and having those very important people in my life come on here today. And, Katie and Pat from USA Hockey, thank you so much for your words and your guidance in a lot of different ways. Cammie and Kendall and Erica and Coach Johnson, just thank you for those words. I'm overcome with emotion in seeing you, and that was a wonderful surprise. And I've learned so much from each one of you individually and specifically, and those are things that I will cherish dear for a very long time. Thanks to the media for being here today, and for continuing to just share our team's story, share my story. It's a fun one and an exciting one to tell, and means a lot to our team and our program, and for USA Hockey for giving me this platform today. again, just to tell my story, and as we've talked about a lot, Dave, continue to inspire, the next generation of hockey players. Today is an incredibly exciting day for my family and I, but it's also, as you can imagine, still an emotional one, and something that I love feeling the emotion about, because I've had a wonderful journey, a wonderful career. It's been an incredible honor and a privilege to be put in a position to have the opportunities that I've had. I am beyond thankful and grateful for all of those experiences, but above all else, the core of my experience is the people. All of the people that have helped me get to this point, everyone that has supported me along the way and encouraged me, and especially my teammates, my family, coaches, organizations, everyone that I've had the pleasure of working with, and has really helped to guide me in a direction, and to really helped me learn and helped me grow up through hockey, and challenged me in ways that maybe at the time I didn't know I needed to be challenged. But the people in my life are at the core of my experience, and those relationships are what I will take with me forever. And I'm certainly excited to decide and to figure out and to work towards what is next. And it has been a wonderful couple of days spending time reflecting. And I'm looking forward to continuing to share stories and answer questions, and have an exciting and emotional day here today.
Awesome. All right. Thanks, Megan. And to the news media, we will get to your questions now. And you guys have all done an excellent job of making sure your name is attached to you. So we're going to start here first with Steve Wino from the Associated Press. Steve?
Thanks, Fish. Thanks, Fish. Megan, thank you for all your help over the years, and congratulations. I'm curious, I know it's tough to think of your own legacy, but what do you think kind of your impact was specifically off the ice during those negotiations in 2017, and taking that into winning a world championship and then winning a gold medal a year later?
Yeah, great question, Steve. Thanks for that. That's a big part of our team's legacy, and something that I know every single woman on our team is very proud of, and eager to share and talk about. And I think that it's something that USA Hockey can be proud of, and we were able to work through that and move through things together and be on the right side of history. I think that then going on to win the gold medal in the World Championships, followed by the gold medal in the Olympics, was really just wonderful icing on cake. I think that experience brought us together as a team. It empowered us, and it encouraged us to be even better moving forward. All the while, like I said, a huge part of my career and my team's careers, and what we put a lot of pride in, is inspiring that next generation. We're passionate about it. It's important to us. And it's a huge part of the legacy of the women that have recently played on the women's national team.
All right. Thanks, Steve. Next, we're going to go to Meg Lanahan from The Athletic. Meg, your mic should be open.
Hi, Megan. Congrats on the career. I just have been thinking a lot over, the past morning of all of those days in Boston at small rinks, and all of the drives that you made between Clarkson and Buffalo or Connecticut or Boston, right, to play the game. And just wondering what all of those long drives and practices that a lot of people didn't see gave to you and your career and your love of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it's a grind, right? And our team has talked a lot about, the sacrifices you have to make, the hard work that you put in, the commitment, the things that you do when nobody's watching. And those are the things that myself and my teammates have done for years. We were certainly rewarded with a gold medal in 2018, and that definitely makes all those drives and all those late nights and early mornings and those tough times, that it makes it worth it. But at the end of the day, we love the game, and I've always loved the game. I've always tried to treat the game with respect, and given it the best version of myself. And I've certainly been rewarded. And today is an exciting day to celebrate all of that, even those tough times.
All right, terrific. Thanks for the question, Meg. I'm going to go next to Erica Ayala. And Erica, I always struggle with your last name. Did I get that right finally?
Did good, Fish. Thank you. Appreciate it. Good to see you. And Meghan, congratulations to you on such an amazing career. Already today, so many people, yourself included, have alluded to the people that it took for you to get through your career, including family and friends, obviously teammates. When you think back on perhaps some of the best advice that you've gotten, is there one story about a piece of advice that you've gotten that you feel will really help you as you transition to the next part of your life, which sounds like it's still a little bit up in the air for you?
Yeah, that definitely is. It's definitely up in the air. Like I said earlier, it's exciting to think about what that next step is and put some time into that. But right now, today is just an exciting day to reflect, certainly. And as you mentioned, just reflect on a lot of the relationships and the conversations I've had over the years, the good ones and the hard ones, and the transformative ones. And there's certainly a lot of those conversations. There's a lot of people that have played a major impact in my life. But I do think of a specific conversation or exchanges that I had with someone on this call in Cami Granado back in March of 2017. And obviously going through some adversity, and her advice was unity. You have to stay united. And I think that's such a wonderful theme for so many people to take with them and to move forward with in all industries. I have always loved playing hockey because it's a team sport. I love my teammates. I love doing things together. I love organizations I've been part of and things I've been able to work towards with a group. And to get the advice of stay united. People are always stronger when backed by other people. Like I said, in any industry with any challenge, that's great advice. And I've thought about that conversation and those exchanges a lot. And, I want to continue to have unity in my life and whatever is next with my family, my friends, teammates, organizations, groups I'm a part of. I think that's really important and something that I think about a lot.
All right, terrific. Erica, thanks for the question. Let's go over to Madison, Wisconsin, and Todd Molesky. Todd, your mic should be open.
Thanks, Fish, and thank you, Meghan, for doing this, and congratulations on your career. Can you put into words what your years at Wisconsin meant to you, not only as a hockey player, but as a person, and what kind of things you learned about yourself in that stretch of time?
Very difficult to put into words, what Wisconsin meant to me. I think, when you go to college or when you make that decision, I was an 18 or 19-year-old kid, and I was looking for a program that, was going to vie for a national championship, certainly every year, but also that had that community aspect, that had that mentorship aspect, and that had that, that vibrant feel of the city. And that is what Wisconsin gave me. The community I was a part of there was almost unlike any community I've ever been a part of. And as you all know, as I've spoken about on this call a few times, it's people are at the core of my experience. And one, having the opportunity to learn from, be challenged by, and to be mentored by Mark Johnson changed the trajectory of my career without question. The respect that I have for him and what I learned from him are things that I will cherish forever, and certainly made me the person and the player that I am today. He challenged my leadership. He challenged me as a player and put me in positions to take on responsibility and to thrive. And for that, I'm very thankful. My teammates at Wisconsin, I was a part of some of the most incredible teams on and off the ice with wonderful women that have gone on to do incredible things. And we just had such a fun time together. And when I think about those experiences, They bring so much joy and emotion to my face. The city of Madison, the state of Wisconsin, I just enjoyed living in and being a part of and immersing myself in for so long. And I'm dying to get back there at some point to celebrate and to see so many people that I love out there. So Wisconsin's impact on me is it's still going. It's one of the most crucial time periods in my life, and I'm so thankful that through the coaches and the program there and my teammates that I was given an opportunity to go there and to learn and to thrive. It's played a huge role in my career, and I'm very thankful.
Does that mean you're part of Packer Nation now?
I'm a Patriots fan, Fish.
All right, thanks, Todd, for the question. Let's go over to Boston, the Boston Globe. Tara, your mic hopefully is open.
Thank you. I think I got it. Thank you. Sorry. Hi, Meghan. I just wanted to ask you, like, why now? Give us a little bit of your internal journey and, what got you to this point, and if it was difficult to make or if you feel at peace, just a little bit of that journey.
Yeah, that's a great question, Tara. And I certainly feel at peace with my decision. And like I said, today is an exciting day to celebrate with my family and my teammates and so many people that have been in my life to get to this point. But like I said, it's certainly an emotional one as well. And it was a very difficult decision because hockey has been, it's been my place. It's been my life. I've grown up through the sport since I was 3 years old and put skates on for the first time. So for me, it certainly feels like the end of something I've poured a lot of heart and soul and time and energy into for a very long time. And that's difficult. The why now is it was a gut feeling. It was the right decision for myself and my family. And, I'm someone that has lived a lot of my life and has played a lot of my career based on heart and soul and how I feel and what's going on in my mind. And that's what led me to my decision right now. I'm incredibly happy with the career that I've had and the opportunities I've been given and the teams I've been a part of and the relationships that I've made. And right now, my gut has been telling me that this is the end of that chapter for me, and I'm looking forward to moving on to the next one. So that would be my why now.
All right, Tara, great question. Thanks for the question. And let's go to IIHF.com. Andrew Podix. Andrew, your mic should be open.
There we go. Can you hear me, Dave?
Yeah, we sure can.
Okay, thanks a lot, Meghan, and congratulations on a great career. Maybe just to follow up on the last question, I'm just curious, the last year and a half has been kind of crazy after the 2019 win. The women abandoned play in the leagues, then there was the cancellation of 2020 Worlds, and COVID continues. Has that, timing wise, Danny stepped down today, and you don't know what's exactly going to happen with the NWHL. Does all of that factor in or make it easier, or under normal circumstances, if everything was as it normally is, would you be training for 2021, do you think?
Well, Andrew, like you said, I mean, certainly a lot of variables and an interesting climate of the world that we find ourselves in today for a variety of reasons. And it's hard to say what if, but for me, I know that based on where I'm at in my life right now, what's best for myself and my family, and just that gut feeling that I have. This is the decision that I've made right now, and it feels wonderful, and I'm excited about it, and I'm thankful for the fantastic career I've had. I look forward to staying involved in many different capacities, as a lot of people have mentioned, and keeping my roots, within USA Hockey and within hockey in general. And that'll be, the impact that I have moving forward, instead of in the training aspect.
All right, Andrew, thanks for the question. Let's next go to Carol Schramm. Carol, nice to have you here, and your mic should be open.
And thanks, Dave, and congratulations, Meghan, on a fantastic career, and thanks for taking the time with us today. Actually, I wanted to follow up on what Andrew was asking and what you just said about, your future. You're hanging up the skates today, but obviously you're not leaving hockey by any stretch of the imagination. So you've got your role with USA Hockey, PHWPA, and I'm particularly interested in the NHL's new Player Inclusion Committee. What drew you to that? What are you hoping to get out of that, accomplish with that, and what's happened with it so far? We haven't heard much about it yet.
Yeah, Carol, thanks for that question. And to be included in the Player Inclusion Committee with the NHL is something that I'm very excited about, and I'm honored to be a part of. I think in regards to why I'm excited to be a part of it is hockey has given me everything, as we've talked about today. It's been my life. I've grown up through the sport, the relationships, the places, the experience, the opportunities I've had have all come in my life through hockey at this point, and that is wonderful to me. I met my wife through hockey. We have our son through hockey. I've stood on podiums and I've been challenged as a leader and been challenged as a person through hockey. And that's incredibly important to me. So being a part of the Player Inclusion Committee and working towards allowing those types of opportunities for everyone, regardless of race, regardless of gender, regardless of sexual orientation, regardless of, the list goes on and on. That's important to me. And that's something that I am eager and excited to get working on with them.
All right, terrific. Let's talk to the National Broadcasting Company. Alex, your mic should be open. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for being here.
Hey there, Meghan. Congratulations on the great career. As so many people have mentioned today, just the fight that you had in terms of pushing for changes in the women's game and better pay and better resources. And I'm curious, is there anything in particular that you didn't see change during your time as a player that you want to keep working for or hope that other players will push for into the future?
I think the landscape is ongoing. I think, we've come a long way, as I've referenced a few times, in women's sports, in women's equality, and in other industries. But I think everyone knows, there's a continued push for many different minority groups in sports and out of sports. So I'm always going to be a champion for marginalized groups. I'm always going to be someone that speaks up and stands up and speaks out about issues or things that need change. And I know a lot of my teammates are always going to be those people as well. It's at the core of our existence. So like I said, we've come a long way. There's certainly more things to be done in the world. And we will always continue to be champions of those things together.
All right, Alex, thanks for the question. Let's go to the Ice Garden. Mike Murphy. Mike, how are you?
Hey, thanks, Fish. Meghan, congratulations on such an amazing career. I think something a lot of people associate with you during your career is how exceptional of an ambassador you were. And as someone who's, with, your tenure as captain, how long you're with Team USA, I think your first Worlds was 2007. Thinking about how much women's and girls hockey has grown in the United States over your tenure. I know the numbers and the growth in this country is just explosive, even when it's kind of flagged a bit in Canada, but it's still growing so strong here. And I think you, as someone who's on the front lines of that, can really speak to how important that is, how much that has changed over the course of your career. And I would imagine you're still going to be involved in keeping that growth going now that you're hanging up the skates.
Absolutely. And Mike, that's why we do what we do. And that is, that is a reason and, for everything, for a lot of the different things that our team has done or been involved in, for a lot of the things that drive me personally on and off the ice, is really to get young people, boys, girls, to get everyone involved and excited about hockey. I've said a lot. Hockey changed my life for a million reasons and opened doors for me, introduced me to people and gave me experiences. And I am so thankful to hockey for that. And what I want is for everyone to have those experiences, no matter who you are, no matter where you come from. And I will continue to fight and to push and to expose everyone I can to hockey because it's wonderful and it has given me so much. And I'm excited to continue to give back to it.
we mentioned too earlier, hopefully you guys all caught this. It's USA Hockey will celebrate Girls Hockey Weekend coming up here on Saturday and Sunday, and our associations across the country are involved in different things. Unfortunately, just due to COVID-19, the IHF is not having their big worldwide Girls Hockey Weekend like they normally do, but we decided we still want to continue the celebration, and we look forward to rejoining with that IHF initiative here the next time they host it. So that to look forward to. We got, let's go over to Buffalo, Megan. You know a little bit about Buffalo. Frank Wolf joins us. Frank, nice to have you on, and your mic should be open. Please go ahead.
Thanks, Dave. Congratulations, Megan, on a Hall of Fame-worthy career. I do have some questions for you. I would like you to speak about your time in the NWHL, specifically here in Buffalo, if you don't mind. And where do you see the NWHL in a few years from now? Do you see yourself ever maybe joining the league as an administrator, possibly getting into coaching? And lastly, just reading your bio and following your career, you've always been someone that's kind of stood up and said something when it needed to be said. Do you ever see yourself entering the world of politics?
Well, Frank, some great questions there. And thanks for calling in from Buffalo. What a wonderful city. I really enjoyed the fans and the people and that I met there. And we did have some fantastic fans. You know, shout out to all the young girls. That was 4 years ago now that I played out there, but shout out to all the young girls that I met in my experience there, and hope they've gone on to do wonderful things, because I can vividly remember high-fiving a lot of hands and taking a lot of pictures with some great Buffalo fans out there. So shout out to all of them. And you know, I think right now, being a member of the Professional Women's Hockey Players Association, I'm not as much in tune with the logistics and everything going on in the National Women's Hockey League. I think overall, my goal as a hockey player, as someone that wants to inspire the next generation, and my dreams are that at some point in the future, we're not there yet anywhere, but my dream is that at some point in the future, young girls can have a career and make a living playing professional ice hockey. And there's a lot of people working towards that right now. And I'm excited that at some point we will get there with all of the amazing minds working on that. And it will be wonderful to see. And I hope I have a daughter that plays in it someday. I have a son right now, but hopefully, you know, my daughter can flourish in that way sometime in the future. And then for your last question, I mean, what's next is a big question mark right now, and I'm excited to continue to work towards that and figure out what that is and dive in full force. But I'm unsure at this time.
All right, some good questions there, Frank. Thanks very much for those. Erica, let's see, back to you.
Okay, excellent. Thanks. Hi again, Megan. I wanted to ask you a little bit about, you've talked so much about hockey and how it's grown in the last few years, but I know that you have had interaction through Women's Sports Foundation and other places with other sports as well. And as someone who covers different women's sports, it seems like that integration of women's sports has really risen over the last few years. And I wanted to get your perspective on that and how you think that could help grow women's hockey in particular in the United States.
Yeah, I mean, I mentioned earlier, I actually think it was your question as well, if I remember correctly, but you know, the word unity and coming together. And I think it's been wonderful to see just the interlacing support of female athletes. You know, I loved following the WNBA, especially their recent playoffs. I love following the women's soccer team and their run, you know, both on the national level and professionally. You know, being a part of the Women's Sports Foundation athlete panel and on the board of trustees is an opportunity that I take a ton of pride in, and I've learned a lot in. I have so much respect for that organization and everything that they do for girls and women in sports. In fact, you know, have the big gala coming up tomorrow night, which is going to be epic this year, although virtual. I think it's going to be one of the finest that we've seen and put on, and I'm really looking forward to being a part of that. But women supporting women is the most incredible thing to see, I think. And men supporting women and women supporting men is a wonderful thing as well. But, as you mentioned, I think all of us continuing to share and to support and to get out there all the wonderful things that strong, powerful women are doing, specifically in sports, is really important. And I know personally, I will continue to do all of that and be involved in all those aspects. And I'm sure I can speak on behalf of a lot of my teammates when I know that they're passionate about that, and will continue to do that as well.
All right, Erica, thanks for the question. Let's go to the Salem News. Phil Stacey. Phil, your mic should be open. Welcome.
Thanks, Fish. Megs, how you doing?
Hey, Phil, I'm doing great. Good to hear from you.
Good to talk to you. Not bad for a kid from Danvers. And, I did want to ask you, I mean, everybody that speaks on here mentions your leadership, and you've always been confident in front of a microphone or in front of a camera. And I'm guessing that has to do a lot with your upbringing, the confidence that you were instilled with and all. Can you just talk about that in the family you grew up in and how that affected your hockey career?
Of course. Phil, you and I have had so many conversations over the years about my family and the role that they've played in my life. And, Phil, you've even been invited to get-togethers at my family's house because as much as I've grown up through this sport, you've grown up with me, and you've done such a wonderful job positively portraying my family and my career in the media. And for that, I'm very thankful. But my family means everything to me, and I wouldn't be sitting here today. I wouldn't be have achieved or had the experiences that I've had without them. They are at the cornerstone of my hockey career. The sacrifices they've made, the emotion that they've poured in, the heartbreak I've put my parents through different experiences. The times I've called them crying in the middle of the night, dealing with certain things or everything. They have given me every opportunity in the world to succeed, and I owe them so much. And I'm very thankful that they've been by my side to celebrate and to enjoy and explore and have many opportunities themselves, because they earned it. And they deserve it. And today is truly a celebration for them as well, and of them as well. And I'm very happy about that, and just excited to share it with them.
You made it. Nice job, Megan. That was not easy to get through that. Okay, any other questions? If you have any other questions, you know how to put the hand up. Just making sure we've got them all. And I do not see any other hands up. What a wonderful celebration, and to hear from Megan. And we're going to continue to celebrate her great career over the course of the next several days and into the weekend. Really appreciate everyone joining us to help celebrate. Thanks for all your coverage of Megan's career, women's hockey in general. Appreciate you all. And if there's anything we can do for you further, you all know how to reach me here back in the national office. And with that, I wish you all a great rest of your day and week. Thanks for joining us, everybody.
Thank you.